So before we begin today's video, I would like to give a special shout out to my good friend Steph, also known as Heartless Toaster. Now, the reason why I'm giving her this little shout out is because she essentially inspired me to make this video. As on Monday, we were talking about this topic for today's video, and also various other DLC ideas as well, but the main topic we already know, you read from the title, it's about heists, but yeah. She basically was talking to me in my server about, content ideas, and I decided, you know what, most people know me as the heist guy, I might as well make a video on how I think the heists could work in Red Dead Online. Now, if you want to check out my friend Heartless Toaster, do feel free. Her link will be in the description. She is currently doing an LP on Red Dead Redemption, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And she's getting close to the end. It is highlights from her live streams, but it is always nice to give fellow content creators a little bit of a shout out, especially in this day and age when YouTube is like fucking ugh, it's a mess. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Right, Red Dead Online heists. Let's talk about those. So, Red Dead Online has pretty much had this common question since it released. What would heists be like in Red Dead Online? Now, in the out of beta update, we kinda had a taste of what a heist could be like if you played the mission where you essentially go and rob the Saint Denis Bank for some state bonds. But we're not talking about something like that. We're talking about a full-scale heist where you literally take pretty much thousands or even millions, which is very unlikely for the millions part, but bear with me, okay? Bear with me. We'll get into that in another time. But anyway, so Red Dead Online heists. We're going to be using 3 themes for this kind of heist. Those are a bank heist, a train heist, and finally, a homestead heist. Now, a homestead heist we will get out the way because that is pretty much the most boring out of the big 3. But personally, I wouldn't mind robbing maybe a homestead or two, Somewhere out there in the wilderness, there's a homestead that you could find out about, and there might be a few goodies that you can rob in there. And I'm talking better than your normal house that you can loot in Red Dead Online. I'm talking there could be some moonshine in there, and it could possibly help you get some new ingredients for your moonshine business. Or, even better, possible amounts of cash that would make you a lot of money. 200 to 300 to 400 amounts of dollars that could be down there, or even more than just that, maybe 1,000. So that would be my idea for a homestead heist. You would steal something, you would steal the money and all the loot and all that, and it'd be probably even way better than actually robbing a normal house by looting it. So now let's get into the 2 that most people are interested, and those are a train heist and a bank heist. Now we'll talk about a train heist first. Now, train heists are pretty much unique compared to a heist as they're always moving. They're always on the run, a train is. And pretty much when you go inside there, you never know what you're going to get. For example, in the story mode, there are 2 train heists that I can actually think of, which is in Chapter 2 and Chapter 6. And essentially, you pretty much make a lot of money in the Chapter 6 heist, but you don't get to spend that money, because story. But essentially, the take for both of those heists are very good. If you decide to rob all the people in the Chapter 2 train heists. Now, that does take away your honor, but let's not talk about that. Now, for a train heist, it would depend on what it is. Is it a passenger train car? Or is it a, state spawned, a bank, heist-filled train? It depends on what is inside that train. You never know what you're going to get, and ultimately, in the words of Big Smoke, all you gotta do is follow the damn train. and you never know what's inside that damn train. Alright, I've done the sugarcoating. Let's get into the real shit that most people are interested in. Bank heists. I think a lot of people are interested in this kind of heist for Red Dead Online. Now, as I mentioned earlier on in the video, we kinda had a tease for a Red Dead Online bank heist in the After Beta update, but it was really just a mission with a heist. You didn't really make that much money. I mean, if you want to, just goof around for a bit, try and get XP, and maybe do hunting instead of going to the bank, but nah, let's not do that. Now, a proper bank heist. There are 4 banks that I know of in Red Dead Online's map, and there probably are more, but from what I remember, there are 4 that come to my mind. Those are the Bank of Valentine, the Bank of Rhodes, the Bank of Saint Denis, and finally, the Bank of Blackwater. Now, those 4 banks, what they have in common is that when they were robbed in their retrospective, game, and I'll say this, you actually do rob the Bank of Rhodes if you have the a special edition of Red Dead Redemption 2 where you can do the camp activity. But essentially, when you go there, you can make a good bit of money for the camp, and pretty much those kind of banks, small banks like Valentine and Rhodes, those could be pretty much some good easy money if you're just trying to make a quick buck. However, if you want the Jerusalem, the Mecca of all banks, you want to be going for Blackwater or the Saint Denis Bank, because those ones are going to have a lot of good shit in there. And essentially, what I am speculating is they're going to model the heists in Red Dead Online similar to how they modeled the casino heist. Let me explain. Now, the heist in the casino heist, we already know it's one heist, but that heist has 3 scenarios, evolving loot, different layouts of security and all that, and it just makes the whole experience way more fun than what it really is. It is really fun, the casino heist, and I think it's probably one of the best updates of all time in the GTA Online lifecycle so far. And I feel like Rockstar, you'd be doing a bit of an oopsie if you don't model your Red Dead Online heists after the casino heist, as it is a missed opportunity to pretty much make some very good money for the players, and also possible bits of gold as well. Now, I do feel like the main source of the money will be with the cash currency for the heists. That is what I feel like will happen. Mainly because it's the most logical. Rockstar, they want to be very stingy as they can when it comes to the gold. And I feel like gold would be like that little bonus, like maybe 16 gold cents or something. I don't think we'll be getting as much as like a streak 4 daily challenge streak. I don't think we'll be getting something like that. However, I do think we'll be getting some good amount of cash. For example, let's go for a hypothetical take. Let's say you rob the Bank of Blackwater for a whopping take of $10,000. Split that between your posse, and that's 2.5k per player if you're doing a 4-man heist. If you're doing it, 25, 25, 25, It is going to be a good way of making money if you were to, do that. And one thing I'd love to see, like I mentioned earlier from the casino heist, evolving loot. We need evolving loot. That would make the heist so much more replayable. In fact, I think it would probably be really fun if it has evolving loot, evolving layout, a different way to play, and it would appease players that want to have different play styles when playing these heists. And yeah, I guess that's it for today's video. I guess the one last thing I could really talk about is, I guess, how would it work? Like, where would you set it up? Maybe you buy a property to set up all these heists, write them down, go and meet up with this contact or something. I don't know. But the main thing I want to focus on is how the heist would work in terms of gameplay, and, theme of each heist, whether it's a train heist, a riverboat heist, or just a normal everyday bank heist. You know, I think that'd be interesting for everyone to talk about and theorize about what heist it could be. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so very much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, do feel free to leave a lovely thumbs up on the video. And if you didn't enjoy today's video, feel free to leave a thumbs down, you know. I just want your honest opinion at the end of the day, and, you know, whether you like or dislike my content, it always lets me know on how I can improve. And I really do appreciate you guys for letting me know how to improve and, you know, what I should do and what I should not do. And if you're new around here and you want to subscribe, feel free. We're on the road to 600. The long road to 1,000 as well. It's a while away, but, you know, we're on the road for that as well. But at the moment, we're focusing on 600. So if you want to sub to the channel, it does help out a lot. And if you want to join my Discord server as well, do feel free to. And once again, massive shout out to Heartless Toaster for giving me this idea for a video. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so very much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in what I do next. Bye guys.